My guest today is a talent. Bisola Aiyeola is a talent. Chief Daddy. Where a person shows up on the screen for
It's less than
30
seconds.
seconds
Yeah, about that.
and people are talking about it after. Please, who is your Baba? She's featured in some of the sweetest, most thoughtful films I've seen in the past year, some of the most underrated hits.
I channeled personal experiences, personal emotions, things I had felt, like, the struggles of a single parent. It was hard.
Of course, everybody knows her from Big Brother Niger, but Bisola has outgrown, whatever platform that gave her to become an authentic superstar in her right. And people like that always have beautiful, touching stories underneath.
The day I told my mom that I was pregnant, she was devastated. And she was like, oh, who's the boy? He has stolen my jewel.
And so I'm really excited to meet the actor, the singer, the producer, the all-round superstar. I'm such a huge fan. So it's really a pleasure. I've been raving about her for years to meet Bisola on today's episode of With Chude. Right. When I knew that I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of yours. I'm a big fan of yours. I think that now people who are watching this show need to understand the difference between this one and when I say to people they are phenomenal actors. There are people who I say, oh, you're a great actress. And people who I say, I'm your fan.
Thank
you. Yeah. So two things. Last year, I think, in this office, that's when they did that, how much of a fan they were. They were like, looking for a host for Robin Minds when Ebuka was away. Okay. I said, Bisola. Then the future awards, they're like, oh, they're looking for a host. I said, Bisola. And somebody said, which one is Bisola? Is she your friend? I'm like, I think she can do everything.
Oh, thank
you. I honestly think, there's nothing I think about, and I think if you put her in that situation, she will not figure you out. And this one I knew that it was a sickness. I've not met you.
We've met at social events.
Yes.
So just hi, hello, bye. Yes.
The first time I saw you at the social event, I actually ran to you as if I knew you. Then I stopped. I said, no, you don't know her. She doesn't know you. Calm down, But let's start from, I want to talk about your sin-stealing appearance in Chief Daddy.
Oh!
Chief Daddy. Where a person shows up on the screen for
it was less than 30
seconds.
Yeah, about that.
And people are talking about it after. Please, who is your Baba?
You said who is your Baba? Oh,
what
my gosh. What
did you think about the reaction to that?
To be honest, I didn't think people would remember me that well. And months before, maybe 3 months, there was a conference in Austin, Texas that I was at, and I happened to be on a panel, and we were talking about how important it is, how important roles are, and why no role is too small for any actor. Because I remember that vividly, because it was after Chief Daddy came out that they were telling me, oh, Bisola, I remember you spoke about this. My team was telling me, I was like, oh, true. And I said, if I'm going to play a blind deaf mute, I will be the best blind deaf mute the whole world has ever seen. And when Nia Kimolayan, he was the one who directed Chief Daddy, won, when he told me what he wanted me to do, it was like, oh, we're just gonna throw the bread at you and you're going to wake up. And I'm like, okay, cool. Let's do this. And I just said, Bisola, how are you going to wake up? Okay, Simbi. What? I asked, so what exactly is Simbi? Simbi is just a help. She's not a correct caterer. In the script, when I was reading about the character, it was as though the character they were all well put together. But in real life, that ain't happening. So I'm like, Simbi is an idiot. Okay, somebody. And when the bread landed on me, it was after we filmed that everybody started laughing, and I didn't think it was going to have that kind of effect on anybody.
Yes.
But I kind of wake up funny sometimes in real life.
Right.
I do wake up funny.
Right.
The times people what is it now, Bisola? Did you steal something? You're waking up like that when they wake up, my eyes. take over the whole
Right.
place. So I just
Right.
said, okay, let's apply it to this, and it happened, and I was shocked. Like the messages I got from that one scene,
Yeah.
was like, oh my God, Bisola. I'm like, even at the premiere,
Yes.
you know, the hall went crazy,
Yes,
everyone
yes.
gaga, and I was like, oh, thank you very
Yes,
much.
yes.
It was really humbling.
Yeah.
It was a wow moment for me. I really
Yeah.
loved it, and I was glad. I was glad I was able to at least stay on people's minds, even
Yes.
though I had that really
Sure.
short scene
So, you know, you've been in the industry
for a while.
for a while.
Yes.
You know, and when I look at the old things you've done, even if it's the music,
Yes.
none of it is of mediocre quality.
Thank
you know. So how is it knowing that you are talented, having others whispering that you are talented, but not quite getting the break yet that you know that you can earn if given the opportunity?
Is it before now?
Before
or
now, not now,
before
like then, yes. Like, because what I'm saying is that you've been on the scene for a
Yes,
while.
yes.
You also, when I'm seeing those
Yes.
things, I'm seeing this was great work.
Yes.
Everybody around, like you were saying about
Yes.
this thing, the people are whispering, Bisola for this.
Yes,
So
yes.
they know that it's great work. But it doesn't come as fast
Yes.
as you may
Yes,
want.
yes.
What is that waiting space like?
It was terrible. Even now, I still have my waiting spaces, but it's not as bad as it used
It
to
cannot be.
Because then it was more like, Omo, Bisola, you not get degree. How will you take care of your child? Because survival was the main thing that was keeping me going. Like, how are you going to take care of yourself? How are you going to take care of your child? How are you going
Yeah.
to take care of your mom?
Yes.
And
Yes.
it was a horrible space.
Yeah.
You know, knowing that you have so much to give, but it feels
Yes.
like you're not being given the opportunity.
Opportunity.
And then even when you see people who know what you can do, and they just feel like you're not quite there yet.
Yeah.
You're not quite what we want. You're not quite what we're looking for.
Yeah.
And then there's sometimes as well when you look at yourself and you know that. Well, I'll say this came much later. This thought came much later when I was able to understand people's businesses and understanding that filmmaking business is business for people. They're out to make money. They're investing in something and they need something back in return. Where I probably feel like I don't look the part.
Right.
Not because I'm not good looking enough, but because life has hit me so hard. I can't afford to get the right hair that will make me look glamorous, the right clothes that will make me look glamorous, the right makeup that will make me look glamorous. And you know, you have other people that maybe not, they may not be as strong in delivering certain characters as much as you can, but you see that they fit the look that producer is going for, and then they get the role.
Yes.
But it was much later I got to understand this
Right.
because I had now gotten to a stage where, okay, Bisola, you're also putting money into things that you want done.
Yeah.
Don't always look at it as they say, they don't care for talents. Because I was once upon a time one of those people that be like, why are they even calling us for audition when they already have the people that they have in mind? Why are they calling us? We're not going to go for that audition again, you know?
Yes.
But till date, I still do auditions. So when I tell people coming like, hey, why they come and say, my dear, every audition that you have,
Yes.
every audition you see, just take it as a learning. It's a rehearsal ground for you.
Yes.
Don't take it personal. They really
Yes.
don't have anything against you. It's a money-making business for them. They're
Yes.
out to make
It's not
money.
personal.
Yes, it's not personal. It's not
Yes.
personal at all. And I always end the talk with, it makes your story sweeter.
Actually.
Yeah, it makes your story sweeter.
Actually.
That you've been through so much. Because I had my days.
Yes.
So many actor friends I have now that I know now. It was audition grounds we met. They will now pally with the one that has car. After now you will laugh. Now, are you serious? You know, which way are you going? So they can drop you.
Yes.
Sometimes you're lucky enough
Yes.
to meet them when they just come to the audition ground.
Yes.
Sometimes they're like, you're already full. Okay. You all roll your eyes. Like, what the gist? We are not the gist this morning, so it's nothing. So, yeah, those times were not really good. They were not very happy moments for me. The waiting period, hoping for that big break. But I just knew that I couldn't give up. This was the only thing I had. And I had to work. And how did I get into filmmaking? It was after I was on Project Fame.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah, it was after Project Fame.
Yeah.
So that show actually taught me so much.
Project Fame.
Project Fame taught me so
Right.
much, and my life after Project Fame taught me so much.
Right.
I try. Even
That was the
till
Project
date.
Fame that Nyanya won.
Yes. I try as much as possible not to be entitled to other people's things. I try my best, because to be honest, when I got out of that shoe, when I go to Bisola, and that time I don't think there was Instagram. There was no Instagram, so it was Facebook.
Yes.
And Bisola, people were hailing me, and so I just felt like,
this is yours.
where are the deals? Let them bring it to me. But I didn't have any job out there. It was just a talent show that they had given to me to showcase that I can sing.
Yeah.
And what are you showing people? Why should anyone put money on you? But then I didn't think of it that way. I just felt like, they blind. Why can't they see me and come to me and know that I can deliver? But I didn't have anything to show for it. So I literally had to go back to my drawing board. Literally go back to my drawing board. Tears, sadness, a little bit of depression. And then I had my baby in between. Right. So it was like the whole world was against me. And somehow, God did it, It was not immediate though. It was not immediate. I think one of the times that I kind of came back to being me was when my sister, my younger sister, she was in Uniben, she was in school. She came home visiting and she was mad at me. She was so upset. She's like, what is wrong with you? Look at your hair. Why haven't you had a bath? Like, I was literally stinking up the house because I would go for days on end without having a bath. My baby's crying. I'm like, whatever. My mom is there looking after her. I was so down. I was wallowing in self-pity, literally. And then she comes and she talks to me like, what is wrong with you? Dad? Look at yourself. So that's how my mom went to buy one of these. I think it was 15 hour relaxer, because my hair was like, you know, all this local sponge that they have used to wash back of pots. Then they now left it under one compressed. The way it's all gone, it was like me. So when I bought one small cup of relaxer, sat me down, retouched my hair, and somehow maybe a few weeks after that, I got a call from a friend like, Bisola, can you do my friend Kemi? That is one of our cousins. One of our cousins wants to do one show, Billboard Nigeria. It aired on Silverbird for some years. Right. You go feed do am. Then they asked whether you feel. I just say whether you go feed do am. I said I will do it. I think my pay was 20K. I was so happy, but I was able to manage that to like 5K every week for the house. Somehow it wasn't easy. It was a horrible process, horrible times. Thinking about it, I never want to go back there. Yeah. So I guess because the fear of going back to that poverty. The fear of going back there and knowing now that I don't want to do this. Yeah. I don't want to. We're living in a room and parlor. Yeah. In Ota. Happens to be one of the finest room and parlors on our street. Right. But
who is we?
Myself, my mom, my sister, my daughter.
Right. Oh wow.
We're all there. It was the finest in the neighborhood because the landlord built it well. It was fine, with nice red bricks on it. But having to constantly wake up in the morning, you probably need to pee, and then you find that your neighbor has messed up the toilet and it was horrible times, and we didn't grow up like that. Right. We didn't grow up like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was born in England. My mom had 2 stores in Lagos Island. We were living La Vida Loca. Like we were the children that they would call Awomo Loimbu, the London children. Even with sibling cousins, like we're the supposed Ajebo ones.
The ones we used to hate when we were in primary school.
Yeah, because almost every new year, every new session, we are coming back with new school bag, new school socks, everything jammed. My mom used to travel a lot, and then life hit her.
What happened?
Her stores got burnt, and she never got back on her feet. Never got back on her feet. Like, it was just like we hit, when I say rock bottom, rockest of the rockest bottom. And it was after that time we started living from one family member's house to another family member's house, changing schools, and wasn't a fun experience. So even now, even if I wasn't here, even if I didn't have this fame, I would never and if I had my daughter, I would never let her go stay with any family. Maybe there are just 2 family members I can let her stay with, because those were like the best people, but I would never.
Was it because they were maltreated by those family members?
Yes. Right. But at the same time, looking back now and looking at my age, I'm like they weren't wealthy as well. We were all struggling less than middle class. You know, these are people looking after their own children, and then you're having to take on your sister's children as well. So it's a lot. It was quite of a burden on them as well. So, but it's now that I'm an adult and I have grown up that I can now process it and understand that, because I know what it is to be responsible for people other than my immediate family.
Yeah.
And it's not easy.
Yeah.
I lose it sometimes. Like, can everybody just leave me alone?
Yes.
Just leave me alone,
Yes.
please.
Yes.
So now, looking back, I'm like, they were also going, they were going through tough times as well.
Yeah. When you talk, whenever you talk personally, you know, your daughter is always front and center, you know. It's like she's an integral part of your story. Did your daughter, so 2 questions, you know, because you said you got pregnant and delivered after Project Fail.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
but you were not married to her
No,
dad.
I wasn't. We got engaged after the show. We got engaged, but when she was 2, we disengaged.
right.
Yes. But
what happened there?
We just had a lot of differences. Right. You know, he used to be such a sweet, loving boyfriend, and then he was not a sweet, loving boyfriend anymore. And things just weren't going easy for both of us.
Right.
Things weren't going easy for me. Things weren't going easy for him. It didn't look like we were going to get married. I was sort of holding on to, what will people say? What will people say? You know, I've heard people laugh at me and they say, you marry, this. Oh, you're repeating a cycle with your mom. So I tried to hold on to the relationship, but it just wasn't working for us. And when my daughter was about 2, we just had the decision, like, you know what, okay, fine, let's go our separate ways. Right. He did try to get back together, but it was not going to happen. Yeah, it was not going to happen.
Right. Yeah. I've never heard you talk about your dad.
So I don't really have much of a memory of my dad because he wasn't really present in our lives. Right. He left that I remember, I think I was 3 years old, and I saw him only once after that. I think I was 13 at the time. He came visiting, and it was just that one day that we saw him. I remember some years before he passed, I somehow got his phone number and I called him, and he was like, so basically, oh, you're the one I'm talking to without getting a visa. Okay, and that was it. So I actually thought maybe me talking to him would spark something, would maybe make him want to reach out to me more. Yes. But after talking to him, it just kind of dawned on me like, there's nothing here. There's no need. Don't push it. Don't force it. It wasn't there for you growing up. And afterwards, I did have an interview where we were talking about my dad and growing up, and I shared some things about how sad and how I felt he wasn't there for me enough. And then I got messages from my other siblings, older than I am, way older than I am, that we're in good terms now, you know, and they're telling me like, look, we all went through this with this man, so it wasn't peculiar to just you or your sister, it wasn't just you, we all
Is it like
went
half
through,
siblings?
Yes, half siblings, my dad's kids, and, you know, when they were sharing with me, I'm like, oh, okay. All right, this kind of cushions the blow a bit, you know, knowing that we weren't the only ones that went through his neglect. So,
but you see what happened? We talked about your dad.
Yes.
And it came back to your daughter.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So why does she? I mean, of course, mother is daughter is your daughter, but why particularly does she mean so much? Why is she into you?
I think she's my number one inspiration. Not I think. I know she's my number one inspiration.
Really?
I want to give her everything I didn't have. I want her to be as comfortable as possible. And she makes me so proud. Like, she's my friend. We have talks. There's sometimes we're talking and I look at her, and when she says some things, I'm like, this is my little human who has the emotions that I have. You know, she goes through her little moments of jealousy, her moments of anger, you know, she's such an understanding child. From when she was really little, I could tell her, say she wants something, a toy, a certain thing, and I couldn't afford it. She never used to nag me for those things. She would be like, okay, mommy, when you have the money, Abby? I'm like, yes. And till date, we even discuss my finances. now. Like we discussed.
How old is she now?
She's 12 now. She's 12.
Wow.
So she can ask me, so mommy, this job that you're going, if she's there when I get a call for maybe an audition or something, or my manager calls and say, hey, so mommy, which work is this one? Hey, have they paid you? I say, yes, they paid me. How much did they pay? Why do you want to know? Madam, why do you want to know? Hey, now, let's just know now. And it's I don't hide it from her.
Yeah,
I let her know.
Yeah.
Okay, can we do this? She says, no, honey, I'm saving for this. You know, we have to do this. We know. Okay. So she has always been so understanding. From when I can say from when she was maybe 2-3 years old.
Wow.
She can ask me for, oh, mommy, I want Ben 10 watch. I want Ben 10 watch. Honey, I do have money for Ben 10 watch now. When I have money for Ben 10 watch, I'll buy it for you. So she can maybe wait maybe a week or two. Do you have the money for Ben 10 watch now? She never cries about things that she really wants. Wow. She would wait. And then when I say, honey, I have the money, I can buy it next week. Okay, mom. And then I get it for her and then she's happy. So she's really been very understanding. Even when I used to stay with my friend Ijoma. Right. She was also one person that was very instrumental in my success story. Right. She used to stay in Okbebi while my mom was in Ota. And when I tell her I'm going, no, I won't be back until weekend. All right, mommy, I love you. Be good. Look after your grandma. And then, okay, mom, love you, bye. She wasn't one child to cry. You know, some children, when I call Okada, bus stop, you know, she wouldn't cry. Some other children, you hear them holding their mommy, don't go. But she was never like that. She was, okay, bye, see you. What she might be upset about is if I say I'm coming on Friday and then I don't show on Friday. Or on Saturday and I don't show on that day. But once she sees me, everything's gone and we're fresh and all. So she's very, very understanding. Right. Very, very.
Oh, wow, that's a gift.
Yes.
That's a gift God can make. And that's just a powerful thing. She is my inspiration.
Yes, she is my number one inspiration.
That's powerful.
Like whenever I think about her and I think that, look, you don't want this girl going through tough times.
Yes.
Move. Yeah. You know, she's number one.
I want to ask, so, you know, one of the reason why I'm asking some of these questions at the country is because I really want to talk to you about your movies because I'm a fan. Okay. So I'm like, if I move too fast to the movies, it will end up being the movie club, you know, which is something I have to fight. But you know, it's almost impossible for me to believe that you say you don't have a degree.
No, I don't.
It's impossible for me to believe. Let me explain. And I'm not whining you. You are erudite.
Oh, thank you.
I don't mean just the words. I mean the thinking process, the way that you like. I mean, those things don't come from going to university.
Yeah,
obviously.
true.
They don't come from that. But you know, I didn't know that. It wasn't in the research. Now I'm just like, but did I hear that correctly? You know, was that ever? So I think that's a powerful story. I know a number of people who, my friends, you know, who didn't go to university, and I just wish that they would be more courageous in telling that story. Because there's so many people who need to hear it, who need to just know that, look, this thing and this thing don't necessarily follow. When was there a time when you wouldn't be able to say that out loud?
Till date, I still feel funny about it.
Right.
Till date, I still feel like I missed out on a major part of life when I'm in a gathering and people are talking about, oh, remember this lecturer, oh, remember this course, oh, I did this. And I absolutely have nothing to say. I'm just looking at it like, you know, so I kind of feel left out.
Yeah, I get that.
I really wish I did pass through the 4 walls of the university, experienced it. I love experiencing things for myself. Good things, not bad things. I love it. I really wish I experienced that. So I do feel some type of way, but I'm probably brave enough now because I see so many of my friends who have 1, 2, 3 degrees, and they are back to using or learning a skill to provide for themselves and provide for their families. So they are back to leaning on a talent to help, you know, feed themselves and achieve their dreams and all of that. So I'm okay talking about it now because God has blessed me. Yes. Not because I still feel some type of way about it. It's always there. Yeah. It's always there. But you know, I don't dwell on it because there's too much to be grateful for. Yeah. There's too much. And I'm guessing as well, if I did go to the university, if I did earn a degree, I probably wouldn't be here today. Yeah. Probably, yes. So yes, your life would have everything happens for a reason. Yes.
This is a fantastic bridge to cross to the movies, you know, because I think that the most underrated film on Netflix, because Netflix is not part of our culture. Yes. on Netflix last year was Coming from Insanity. But I think that the most underrated film this year is this lady called Life.
Thank you.
Which I've watched 3 times.
Thank you.
I just thought it's such a gentle, sensitive,
Yes.
thoughtful.
Yes.
When people say things like, "Oh, Nigerian movies," I'm like, shut up, because there's a breadth of, it's a big industry. People are doing small projects, big projects, indie projects, interesting projects. And this lady called Life is so sweet.
Yes, it is.
It makes me happy,
Yes.
Yes. So I want to ask, so was there, I mean, the mother in this lady called Life, the support came only at the
end,
very end. Did you have to, so the story is later is a single mother who is just trying to build her career as a chef.
As a chef, yes.
And I think her name is
Aiyeola.
Aiyeola, that's the Life.
Yes.
And how love saves her. And the another underrated actor, Efa Iwara.
He's so
I was
brilliant.
so happy that people got to meet him. Big guy again. I've known him since Ajoche, but in King of Boys, it's like, let everybody know. So you 2 of you paired together. Did you have to channel some of your experiences?
Most definitely.
Yes.
So when Kayode Kasum reached out to me.
Oh, it's a Kayode Kasum.
Yeah. So he had told me long before we even filmed. Actually, I knew we were going to film, I think it was before we even filmed Sugar Rush. So Kayode had told me about this lady called Life. Right. And I was like, okay, let's see the script. And then I saw the script. I was like, oh my God, her name is Aye. My surname is Aiyeola. So
that's so true.
Like similarities. It was like Bisola. When he got the script, it was me he could think of, and please. So I read through it, and I channeled personal experiences, personal emotions, things I had felt, like, the struggles of a single parent.
Yes.
It was hard. Yeah. And I took that project personal. Right. I really took it personal, to the extent that I was quarreling with costumiers, makeup artists on set on behalf of Kayode. Right. Like, you guys, why are you guys not? Why are you guys not feeling this like the way it's important to me? It's important to Kayode. Like, why are you guys not taking this thing as personal as I'm taking it? Efa. Oh my God! I met Efa in, I think it was 2013 or 2014 on music video of Elobe by Fowles. Right. But I had known of Efa since. He, as a singer, rapper.
Why did you know that?
Oh, he is a rapper.
Okay.
So that's how I knew of Efa, and I got to meet him all fine. And then when I watched his performance in Rumor Has It season 2, you need to see it. Oh my God! I like, this guy is crazy, and I got to work with him. Super brilliant guy. Yes. He helped. There are only very few actors that I sync with very well like that on screen. One is Oke Ozueshi.
All right, okay, yes.
Oke Ozueshi.
Yeah. Oh yes, you did this series with the Life of a Nigerian Couple.
Oke Ozueshi is one of the most amazing actors ever. Yeah. And then Efa as well. Yeah. Efa helped me bring Aye to life. Kayode did an amazing job. He told me everything about the story, how he planned on filming it. And I loved it. From the moment I watched it, there's some scripts you read, and then you eventually film, and then you eventually see the end product, and you're like,
it didn't translate.
Yeah, it didn't translate. This was not what I read. This was not what we filmed. This is not. But with this lady called Life, everything, it flowed seamlessly, and I channeled personal emotions. My mom was not mean. My mom has never been mean. Yeah. She's always been super supportive. But I took past experiences from before I had my daughter, after I had my daughter, and channeled everything into IETD. Yeah. Yes.
There were some beautiful scenes. I remember the scene where he
stood up to my mom.
Oh my God! It was just beautiful, and your eyes when he was talking, the eyes of the character. It's like, oh my God! It's like if you proposed to me after this, I'm marrying you. That was so powerful. But thank you for this. I knew that
so
it was everything I thought it was going to be, and I'm so glad to finally have a conversation with you.